So he challenged us to put one together, which we did. So 2002, we had the very first one. I contacted some other ministers from different churches, and we got together and we planned the very first one, which was a very successful. Dr. Palmer Quarles, who was my niece, who was the principal at Wonder Junior High even today, brought her band from West Memphis. And the band, yeah, they participated in the parade and made it a great success. So we've been rolling on ever since then.
I mean, and I remember the first one. Of course, I haven't walked in anyone, and I pray before my time is up on this earth that I will get to physically walk. But I remember that first one. It was so much excitement surrounding that day. Even the kids were excited to see something like this come to fruition in the city of Jonesboro. And I remember all the support that we had, or you all, the people that put it together.
Right.
There was so much love and support and no hatred, and it was just really beautiful during that time.
I thought it was, and it has grown.
It really has.
Yeah, it has grown, and we have improved on it. Our theme is bigger and better.
Okay.
And so many organizations have come into it, and of course Arkansas State University, all of us, we come together and we do that in this, and other organizations within the city has come in and made it a great success, and we're looking forward to more groups coming in.
Okay.
Yes.
And so, many people, of course, well, they should by now know who Dr. Martin Luther King was and what he stood for, when it came to civil rights and peace and letting your voice be heard, but still in a peaceful manner. And that's the purpose of in my idea, that's the purpose of the parade. It's not about look at us, but at the same time it is look at us as people of color. What was the overall mission or goal that you all wanted to accomplish when you first started the parade?
They're coming to get together for people.
Okay.
And starting at home first. When I say at home, I mean the black community, giving us something that we can work toward, one goal that we could be proud of, and that we could teach us to respect one another, and another thing too, to get us to know each other.
Okay.
There was a lot of us here in the black community, different. We spread out because this is a great city, so we all over the city.
Yes.
And when we can come together and get to know each other as brothers and sisters and work together like that for one main thing for one day at least, it makes it absolutely divine. And that's what we've done. We've accomplished the things that we had in mind. And these things were not spoken.
Okay.
They simply just happened because that's the attitude that all the parade goers, may I say, had.
Okay.
One people.
Alrighty.
Once again, we are speaking with Reverend Dr. Ray Scales of the KLEK County Martin Luther King Jr. Committee. If you have a question or a comment for Dr. Scales, you can call us at 870-277-1080. Once again, the phone number is 870-277-1080. You can also post your comments on your questions on our Facebook live stream, which is currently ongoing now, and we will read those questions and comments on the air.
Okay, so in the beginning, you all started, we've always, okay, I'm gonna start over. You've always had a band. So when you had your first meeting, did you outline, okay, this is what we want to be consistent for every parade? I know as the years go on, you have to adjust.
Right.
But having a band has been a big part of the parade. So for you, what does it mean to have that live music? Or have you thought?
I understand what you're saying. It's nice, and it's more or less for the younger.
Okay.
The younger.
The younger. Okay.
Yeah, right. Of course, we like the band. We make sure. I've been one year we did not have one because of the weather.
Okay.
And so that's when I understood the importance of having the band participate in the parade, because we were more or less thinking up a march,
Okay.
But I didn't say this out loud, but I thought to myself, March 8. From the word March and parade, March 8, right? And so, but anyway, after that year, we did not have one. We had one school to back up because it started snowing that morning,
okay.
And they couldn't make it. And so, my children and some people at the church told me, said, we sure miss having a band. And so I said, we're going to have a band.
Okay.
And so, ever since that 1 year, I think maybe in the 4th year, we've had a band, and we thank God for it. We so wish that some of the local band would participate because they're more than welcome.
Yes.
That would be a plus.
And we have several school districts: Middleton, Valley View, Westside, Jonesboro. Did I miss one? And
Brooklyn,
Brooklyn.
Bay.
Valley View, yeah.
Okay.
And Marjorie is not even too far, and Newport.
Okay.
They're all a part of this region, and
So-
they got some good bands too.
So if anyone out there can put a word in, we would love to have more participation from local bands. We don't want to exclude our own people.
That's right. They're
we
welcome.
We don't want them to feel like, well, they're bringing outside people in, like we don't appreciate them. Look, you're more than welcome
You're
to
more
join
than
in on the
welcome. That's right.
on the festivity.
That's exactly right.
And piggybacking off of that, Dr. Scales,
Yes, sir.
if people in general want to participate in the parade, if civic organization, church, youth group, or just people who want to show their support, if they just want to walk or participate the parade, what would be the procedure for getting signed up?
To call me at 932-7553, 897-3076, and I will put them in the right hands.
Okay, if we could give that number one more time, Dr. Scales.
932-7553, 897 rather 3076, 897-3076. That's my house number and my cell number. They're always on, and they are more than welcome. As a matter of fact, we want them to come.
Okay, the bigger the better. We want to show the city that we know how to stick together, work together, and we can get along. I'm sure over the years that you've had some resistance from some people. Can you talk about how you have overcome those naysayers, I should say?
The same way I did when I came back home from the military in 1971
Okay.
when I was working in TV, right? Okay, I was not a kid. I was a grown man. And that's the way I looked at everything that I went into. But my main thing, I always prayed. And I always make sure that we had the blessings of God before I was moved forward. And that way, you'll keep your mouth shut when something stupid come up. You know what I mean? And you'll know how to just maneuver your way through and do what you need to do. For example, I didn't get a call, but I was told that we had been threatened. And so the mayor summons me. I think the mayor knew about it too.
Okay.
And so he just told us to be careful. But, we had no malintent. Our
Okay.
intent was just to celebrate
That's
and bring
right.
our people together. So that's how I deal with it. My main weapon, I always say that it's prayer.
Yes.
That is the best weapon in your arsenal. And I use prayer all the time. I constantly pray. My spirit prays. Yes.
I just want people to really see the importance of this parade. Going back to, again, what Dr. Martin Luther King stood for. He wanted all people of all ethnicities to come together as one. I mean, we have to live here, so we might as well get along.
That's right.
I mean, yes, you can live in whatever neighborhood you want. You can seclude yourself all you want. But at some point in your life, you're going to come across someone that is different from you.
That's right.
And we need to learn how to get along and embrace those differences and make them work together. And so I'm hoping to see more and more and more people come together during the parade, not just during the parade time, but anytime there's some type of celebration going on. Come together and be as one, and let's put aside these differences, accept and embrace, and just, I don't know.
That would be wonderful. At the youth celebration, which is on the 15th
Okay.
of January. We don't know the place this year because we're finding another place. But we have a good mixture of race.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, there's this predominant white, it was a white church.
Okay.
Out in Ellerton. And they always participate, and they look forward to this event.
Is it Middleton Baptist or Middleton Worship Center?
Yeah, that's the name.
Okay.
Yeah, with the worship center. They come with us, and they've been with us all along. They also fellowship with our church. And they got some great talented young people. And I look forward to them every year coming in and performing with us and
Yes.
for us. And they stay there, and we all talk, and we eat, and we fellowship. And it's wonderful.
Right.
And so a couple of years we had some other white churches here in the city that came with us, and there are plenty of white participants too, but there's room for more, and we welcome them.
And if people would do their history and look back, just say the 1960s, there were just as many non-black people supporting us in our movement, in the civil rights movement.
That's right.
Probably almost more sometimes in some cases than our own people.
That's right.
Because you're going to have those people with negative attitudes that to say, okay, we can't do this and we can't, and no, they have all the negative thoughts. But you have other people on the outside saying, okay, let us help you. Let's join together. Let's help change your mindset.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to seeing more of that in my lifetime, in my generation, and the generations to come.
The positive outweigh the negative.
Okay.
As you said earlier, we always gonna have the naysayers.
Yes.
But the thing of it, you just continue to push forward.
That's right.
And then in the end, things will come together.
Okay.
I definitely believe that. But you're so right about the 60s. I grew up in the 60s.
Okay.
And I love those times, and I've loved those times since then too. But it is time once again for all of us to come together. And maybe this president will make us all come together. We don't know.
We don't know what's
That's
gonna
exactly
happen.
right. But anyway, I look forward to that too. And I have many friends of other different races. You know, to me, people are simply just people. We all
That's
are
right.
people. And when we remember not to forget that we are just human beings and that God created all of us.
That's right.
It makes it so much better.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Once again, we are speaking with Reverend Dr. Ray Scales of the KLEK County Martin Luther King Jr. Committee. If you have a question for Dr. Scales, the phone number is 870-277-1080. Once again, the phone number is 870-277-1080. We're also live streaming on our Facebook page. Dr. Scales, where would you like to see this parade go into the future, as far as future growth and maybe even some other things outside of the parade for the KLEK County Martin Luther King Jr. Committee, such as other activities perhaps throughout the year?
I am leaving the future to our board now, the young people who are helping and taking it who've already taken it to the next level. But this year we are having an event after this morning celebration, the noon celebration.
Okay.
At 5, there will be other activities at the auditorium, St. Bernard's Auditorium, which is located at 504, where the big celebration will be at 505 East Washington. So that afternoon there will be a musical with the big choir. We're trying to get a 100-voice choir.
Okay.
And there will be some other things, some skits, and maybe some poets, some poem being read, or reading and stuff like that. This is our 15th anniversary, and so now we know that it's time for a change, and we are working toward that change. And so this will give us a footing, I think, on what the future holds for us. So my main problem is I'm having this is my baby, right?
Yeah.
So I'm adjusting to what they're bringing in, because I want to make sure that the intent and the things that we set, that it stay within those realms, even though, but we know there's a lot of stuff within there, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And so if they could bring those new ideas in, but just keep that idea we were talking about earlier, what Dr. King stood for, and then and where we want our people to be headed and what we're looking forward to. And as long as we keep that, we will be directed in the right path.
Okay. And that's one thing with young people. They want to add so much fresh and new.
Yes.
But you definitely got to stick to that foundation.
That's right. That's
and
right.
Get what everything was built on.
That's right.
Okay, so we're going to get into talking about, we'll get into the second half talking about the actual celebration for 2017. I want to go back and talk about some of the people, the key players that have been a part of making this parade what it has, come to be. Some of the pastors' names, let's start doing some name dropping. So,
All right.
recognize some people and show them that we love and support them for what they have done.
Okay. Names. Reverend Curtis Wilson,
Okay.
First Baptist. He's very influential. He's on the board of directors.
Okay.
And he and I work very closely together, getting everything. We actually do the leg work.
Okay.
Reverend Alfonso Benson, All Is Well Ministries, one of the original founders. Elder Glenn Conley. What's the name of that church?
Miller's Temple.
Miller Temple Church of God in Christ. Yeah, I'm an old man, and you make me remember all this stuff off the top of my head. And so he's also one of the original founders.
Okay.
And so we work very closely together, and we're working even more so. 'Cause I called him earlier in the year.
Okay.
I said, I'm getting old, so you guys want to step up. They're younger than me. Has stepped forward and give me a little help this year, so they have agreed to do so.
Okay.
And so we can always count on them. And Reverend Adrian Rogers,
Yes,
Pastor
right.
Adrian Rogers, and I really appreciate the pastor of New St. John, Reverend Taylor. He has really stepped forward.
Okay.
And the young man, Fisher Street Church of God in Christ, pastors Stafford's Church,
Okay.
the late pastor Stafford's Church. I forget his name. Do you remember his name?
I don't remember who's the pastor over there now.
I know who it is, and I know him very well. Very gifted and talented young man.
Okay.
And their church has stepped forward. Just about all of them have.
Okay.
And we have our white friends who step forward too. Had I known you were going to be asking me all these questions, I would have written these names down. So we are so thankful for them, for what they've done. The churches in Carter's Temple,
Yes.
CME Church, and Pastor Reverend Agnew
Okay.
and his wife, they're very helpful doing things. And Reverend Perry Jackson. I can't believe I'm remembering all these names, Doc. Perry Jackson from St. Paul Baptist, St. Paul Michelle Baptist there on Washington, and Reverend Kirby
That's
of
right.
St. Paul AME. Oh, looking at us. St. Paul AME, he's doing a great job. He's already called.
Okay.
You know, they were the presenters of the MCs last time.
Okay.
And so he's called. He said, wherever you need us, we're here for you, and we're going to make it work. Well, they're not pastor, but the Wooders.
Okay.
They've always supplied us with a car.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's right. And so we're thankful for that.
And let's talk about, well, we still have a few minutes left in this segment.
Okay.
I remember being at the celebration one year when I think it was the mayor presented a certificate or recognition of basically making the MLK Day like an official
Proclamation.
Okay, a
Yes,
proclamation.
proclamation.
So that it's made it so that it is officially recognized in the city of Jonesboro. You know, not just for people to have a day off, but it's recognized as a holiday.
Yeah, official holiday, that's right.
And so that was a really great day. I'm sure it made everyone's hearts just burst with, I don't know, love and
Joy.
pride.
Yes.
And I remember all the years how much support KIT put into, was it Craig Rickard one year and Dinah Davis? Or, they were
2 years.
2 years, okay.
2 years they came to us, and they would present us with that. And we just love that. As a matter of fact, you mentioned KAIT. I've gotten a video from them from 2002.
Oh, my.
And this is going to be a surprise for everybody. We're putting together a montage of videos of
Okay.
all of these years. So I was screening the video as soon as Josh Harbison gave it to me. And it scared me. I couldn't believe that we had made such strive, and that it was just great. And I'm going like, we did that.
Yes.
Because you actually see it. Because what I would do, and so I'll probably do this, I do every year after it's over, I go out and I go and hide it. Because I'll be exhausted.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll be exhausted, and so I just kind of go in hiding. But when again, to look back, and then it brought joy and appreciation to me, because it's like, okay, you're doing another project, okay? But it's more than a project.
And you've been trying to back out and crawl, what they call crawl.
Well, I didn't feel well for
Yeah.
I was, well, you know that I was sick for about maybe 4 years, and so you probably can see the difference in me now. And so it took a long time to get well, but it did. It was like nerves, and my nerves were bad, and so I had some other minor ailments too. They were working on those, but it just took time to heal. So I just wanted to rest, and because when I get sick, I'm very mean.
Yes.
And so I know you know that, and I don't want to be mean to people because they're not mean to me. And so I think the best thing to do is to be quiet and to get well. We just always talk to the kids too.
Okay.
All right, well, speaking of Reverend Dr. Ray Scales, we are talking about the KLEK County Martin Luther King Jr. Parade. We're getting ready to go to a break, but we'll be right back. This is KLEK 102.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
What questions would you ask a guy who wants to date your daughter? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. If you were to take just 30 minutes to interview your daughter's potential date, you would be able to learn a lot about him while setting clear expectations for him. Here are a few key steps to consider. First, have your daughter prepared to tell any guy who asks her out to call you first before answering him. This makes you her first line of defense, and it sets up the interview itself. But it also allows you to be the heavy when she wants to say no but struggling to have the courage to do so. For more steps for the interview, visit my blog at markmerrill.com. Remember, your family first.
Want to connect with Mark on Facebook? You can at facebook.com/Mark Merrill.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook.
New St. John Missionary Baptist Church, 308 North Main Street in Jonesboro, is under the direction of Reverend Ted T. Taylor Sr. Worship services are Sundays at 11 o'clock a.m. Sunday school is on Sundays at 9:30 a.m. Prayer service is Wednesday nights at 6:30, and Bible class is on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock p.m. New St. John also has the Men of Standards Ministries, Outreach Ministry, Choir, Youth Ministry, Dance Ministry, and Missionary Society. www.newstjohn.org. New St. John Missionary Baptist Church on Facebook, 870-932-6915.
From the KLEK Community Calendar, the Jonesboro Fire Department will offer free smoke detectors. The City of Jonesboro acquired grant funding to provide smoke detectors to any home. The detector must be installed by Jonesboro Fire Department firefighters. More information on getting a smoke detector installed in your home is available at 870-932-2428. 870-932-2428.
Do you like the music you hear on KLEK 102.5 FM? Do you like the educational programming that we provide? Do you like the service we provide to the community? Do you like having a station to finally call your own that represents you? If so, please stop by or call any of our underwriters or sponsors that you hear on KLEK and tell them thank you for their support. The support of our underwriters and sponsors is vital for us to stay on the air. So be sure to let them know that you thank them for their support.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
And we're back on Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We are joined by Reverend Dr. Ray Scales, who is over the Craighead County Martin Luther King Jr. Committee, and we are talking about the 2017 Martin Luther King Jr. Parade. It will be here before you know it, so Malik Kubila is going to talk with Dr. Scales. Excuse me, my voice is kind of not there, so kind of letting her hold the fort down, but she's going to now talk with Dr. Scales about what people can look forward to for the parade next year.
Alrighty, so coming up for 2017, we talked about where the parade is going to start and where it's going to end. But first, before the actual day of the parade, there's going to be a youth celebration.
That's right.
And so, to my knowledge, Kanisha Scales, which is Reverend Scales' daughter, and let me tell you, this girl is a go-getter just like her dad. So I think he's really been grooming her all her life for everything, for all of this. So Kanisha Scales and Javon Newsom are working hard, and Eric Wilson are working with the kids, with the youth, and Patrick Bean. Yeah. Sorry, Patrick. Yeah. Working with the youth aspect of the programs in the celebration, and they're going to be doing something on Sunday, and there's no location just yet. Do we even have a time set for this?
3 to 5.
From 3 to 5.
3 to 5 p.m.
So from 3 to 5 on Sunday, January the 15th, 2017, and we would definitely make sure to get you that information on the location so that you can mark your calendars and put it in your plan so that you can attend. We want this to be huge. The kids are putting their heart and soul into this, just as much as the adults. And we want to show the kids that we support them. That's because right. They're our future. They're the ones that are going to be doing what you are doing now.
That's right.
And so we want to let them know, okay, we support you. Continue to do a great job. And, we want the community as a whole to come out, Okay. And then on the 16th, is the actual parade day. And when does lineup start?
We will start gathering between 9:30 and 10.
Okay.
We will make our first step at 10:30.
Okay.
And from there, we will go down Main, over the overpass, down Union to Washington, and end up at the St. Bernard's Auditorium at 505 East Washington.
Alrighty.
There, the band, maybe bands with an S this time, will perform for us outside, of course.
Okay.
And right just before noon, we will gather inside, and this is going to be the celebration, especially with that 100 voice choir. And we're going to have a cake this year.
A cake.
A cake. We may be blessed. We'll know this afternoon. There's a choir that just want to simply come out from Memphis, Tennessee, and celebrate with us. So we'll know soon where they're going to come out, and University of Arkansas, UAPB,
Okay.
UAPB, my alma mater, may bring their pep band up to celebrate with us. But all of this is in the work. So if it's God's will, it will become come to fruition.
Okay.
And so whatever it is, even if it's just the local people, it's still going to be a great event because we're going to make sure. I'm sure the folks want some birthday cake.
That's right.
I'm sure they want some birthday. 15 years this year.
15 years.
15 years.
And still going strong.
Yes, but we really need to make this youth thing a great celebration. And that's what we want to do. We don't want to leave them behind.
That's right.
And so what we are doing, we are teaching them about a history and the importance and why we celebrate. And then they're feeding us that back, and so far it's been great.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
So if anyone's out there listening, you got some children that can sing, can dance, can write, I would love to hopefully get more involved and get involved in the literature aspect of it. I can't sing and dance, but I can write.
Yes, very well you can. Very well.
I can write and speak, so hopefully I can get more involved. I'm going to put that on my to-do list.
Yes.
I'm trying to push myself more for next year, become more of an activist. I'm more of an advocate for, the things that I have a passion for. So you may see me around.
Tasha Moore is a guest speaker.
That is
for our
wonderful.
Youth. Tasha Moore, that's right.
Tasha, let's talk about her. Oh my gosh, she is a wonderful young lady.
She is.
She used to be a member of our church, and then she had the opportunity to go overseas to study abroad.
That's right.
And she has come back and is like, oh my gosh,
Yes.
like her writing gift and abilities and her speaking and she just totally blossomed.
Yes, she did.
And so
her mother and I was in college together.
Oh, okay.
That's how I met her. Yeah.
Okay. So I need to look forward to. I need to be there to hear Tasha because she's really wonderful. Okay. And what other? Do you know any more about what the youth have planned? I know that's kind of not your area, but do you have?
I know, but they told me to keep my mouth shut.
Okay.
So I won't spill the bean.
Okay.
But I will say this: there's a dance troupe.
Okay.
Out of this group, they're great speakers other than Tasha.
Okay.
Out of this group, and there's a great choir.
Okay.
And so I think they got a surprise for us, so I will obey and keep this quiet.
All right. So, well, if you want to see what the kids got up their sleeves, you have to show up.
That's right.
At the event.
That's exactly right.
Which will be on Sunday, January the 15th, from 3 to 5 p.m. Location to be announced.
That's right.
And then on the 16th, the celebration parade will start at New St. John, which is 308 North Main. And it will end at the St. Bernard's Auditorium. Lineup is from 9:30 to 10, and kickoff is at 10:30. So we encourage everyone that is off that day, please come out and support the parade. Please come out and march. In the past years, it has typically been fairly cold. So double up your layers, hat, scarves, gloves, whatever you need to do.
Cause I remember it was 18 degrees last year.
So put on some extra.
2016. I didn't know that. Where did I go? I had on so many clothes. I was very warm. Let me throw this in before I forget.
Go ahead.
Reverend Larry Reeves, who is a native of Arkansas.
Okay.
Little Rock, Arkansas, rather, and a graduate of Arkansas State University.
Okay.
Larry was the first black anchor reporter for KAIT.
Oh, wow.
So we worked together in the early 70s. I was already there when Larry got there. Larry also did some work at ASU TV and radio. He was there, maybe even the newspaper. The guy's so gifted.
Okay.
He's working now on his degree in divinity, his doctor of divinity. That's what he's working on now. But I'm very excited. Larry, I'm very good friend. We worked together those years. I'm very excited about him coming in. He'll be in Jonesboro that Sunday. As a matter of fact, he's going to speak that Sunday morning at New Mount Zion.
Okay.
So if anybody want to get a sneak peek of how he's going to do that Monday, come over to New Mount Zion and listen to the man.
Okay.
And he's also a great singer too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Reverend Larry Reeves will be the speaker for Monday
celebration.
Event,
that's right.
Which will start at noon. But come out and join everything though. Don't just come out just for the noon event. come from the very beginning, because you get the full experience when you come at 9:30, seeing the people line up, seeing the people excited about marching. People are, singing, dancing, and just fellowshipping during that time. And then everyone lines up and heads on out to the auditorium, and then you get to hear the band perform, or bands. We don't know what's gonna happen so far, but you get the full experience of the whole parade and celebration when you come from the beginning to the end. And then at 5 p.m. there's going to be another celebration. They're trying to put together 100 voice choir.
That's right.
Trying to put together, so anyone that wants to join the community choir, we will also have that information.
Correction, MLK choir.
The MLK choir. I'm so sorry. The MLK choir. I'll make sure to get that information to you as well. I know that, was it Eric Wilson, Javon Newsom?
Yes, she's driving all the way in from Dallas, Texas, doing the workshop.
Okay.
On this event.
Yesterday, Kanisha and Javon were on the morning show with Patrick Dean. They talked about that. And so, yes, Javon is taking her time driving from Texas to come up here to work with the choir.
That's right.
For this MLK Parade Day. So, big shout out to Javon for that. Okay.
You forgot about Ashley Wilson and Deidre Sullivan.
Okay, I'm
Forgot about
sorry.
them. That's right.
I didn't know what role they play. I know Ashley does some of the media and PR.
That's right. And Deidre Sullivan does something similar.
Okay.
And she works with the choir too.
Alrighty, so we definitely want to give them a shout out. Don't want to leave anybody out. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Since I'm not directly involved, I apologize. I don't know all of the names. Please, if you have any questions or comments, anyone who's participated in the parade before, please give us a call. Let us know your experience. The phone number is 870-277-1080. We're speaking with Reverend Dr. Scales, Ray A.R., whatever, Scales. He goes by so many names. And he is with the MLK Junior Parade Committee, and I just can't thank him enough for stopping by. We still have more time to go. What are some other things you'd like to throw in? Some thoughts from the past, how the parade has been, other people that have participated?
We are putting together, I'm glad you said it, I've forgotten about this here, the museum, the Culture Museum.
Okay.
So we are putting together a piece this year to present, because not a lot of people know the museum is here. It's in the E. Boone Watson Center, but not everybody's aware that it's there. So we are putting together a video piece, Colleen Wilson and I, and Reginald Prunty, to present it also this year at the celebration.
Wow.
Because we want them to be fully aware of the blacks in the past who've done things, and some of the blacks are still alive. I'm still alive. They found me worthy to include me in the Culture Center. I thank them for that. So Robert Lau, the lady whose idea it was and made it and brought it alive, she is sending us information. Hopefully we get it today so we can get to work.
Okay.
On how it was brought together and how it came about. Okay. And Carolyn Shepard, these are people, and Mrs. Prunty, these are people who have worked in the past and who've been here, Mrs. Hyatt. We don't need to forget these people, and Reverend Dr. Llewellyn. There have been others before us who have set the standard. And what we are simply doing is building on the standards that they have set.
Amen.
Amen. And so by watching and learning and growing, we simply want to make especially the African American community a better place to live and to add something to our great city. You know,
That's right.
We have something to give, and the doors have been open for us to offer that, and it is being accepted. I am always thankful to our city leaders, both black and white, who help us, who encourage us and push us on. So when we present this to the city, the Cultural Center, they're going to see the contributions that others before us have made and are still making, especially the ones who are still alive.
That's right.
Okay.
So.
No, go ahead.
I just want to say I challenge all of those. You know, I'm in that age range where we need to be doing more. I'm in that 35 plus age range, and
plus one.
Whatever.
Nothing wrong with that.
We need to be doing more to show our young people that are in that 20-something age range, what we call the millennials. We always want to say the negative thing, what's negative about them, how they're lost and how they don't know their history. But it's up to us that do know the history, that have learned from your generation, to reach back and pull them forward with us instead of us just taking care of ourselves. We need to reach back and pull them up where we are, or try to help them get to where we are so they don't get lost in the shuffle. We want our history to stay rich and fresh in their minds. We want them to keep building on the foundation and don't let it crumble, don't let it deteriorate. So I challenge everyone out there that's over 30, grab a youth by the hand, lead them, guide them, inspire them.
To each one, teach one, like they say. Once again, we are speaking with Reverend Dr. Ray Scales of the KLEK County Martin Luther King Jr. Parade Committee, talking about all things coming up with the parade this year. I know I definitely am looking forward to the parade this year. Of course, you will see the KLEK van participate. We will also broadcast live on air and also on our Facebook Live. So if you cannot make the parade, you'll get to tune in and listen to what's going on. I'll be calling in. I'll also have the Facebook Live stream going, so you'll be able to see what all is going on if you can't be there. But if you can be there, we certainly would like to invite you to come out and participate in the parade. I was there last year and had a great time. It was extremely cold, but still had a great time. It was for a good cause to definitely see the community come together. So I want to definitely thank Dr. Scales and the members of the KLEK County Martin Luther King Jr. Committee for their continued work and dedication for organizing this event to continue to bring the community together.
I do want to ask, what are some opportunities if someone wants to make donations, volunteer? What opportunities are available?
Well, they're making donations.
Donations or volunteer? Are there areas that you need volunteers?
If they're gonna do money, they can make the checks out to the MLK committee.
Okay.
Give me a call. If they want to just participate, they can still give me a call, and we'll put them in the hands of the right people. The same numbers that we gave earlier.
Okay. And we'll give those numbers out again before the end of the show, so that if anyone would like more information, they can contact Reverend Scales, Dr. Scales, and he'll be happy to guide you in the right direction if you would like to make a monetary donation. What about food donation, water, or anything of that nature?
They can use the same number.
Okay.
Yeah. I will make sure that everything that's being donated will get into the right hands.
Okay.
And we appreciate it.
And of course, it also includes hot chocolate and coffee in case it's cold again.
Yes.
And that would be really wonderful.
Actually, I think last year, did McDonald's do a donation of some hot chocolate or coffee?
They did make a donation. I don't know what it was. I think it may have been coffee. Good coffee, too. Real good.
And we also want to talk about t-shirts. Every year there's a t-shirt designed for the event that's specific for the event. And so I'm sure you have a drawer closet full of t-shirts.
Closet, I do.
But there will be a t-shirt available for this year. So far the cost is $10.
That's right. Starting at 10.
Starting at 10.
Yeah,
we know
right.
with the different sizes.
Right.
They go up. And there may be some youth prices. I don't know. But there is a meeting tonight, and all of that will be decided. Information will be available later, and we will make sure that you have the information in advance so that you can plan ahead and get your t-shirt.
Oh, tell them about the vendors. They're welcome.
Oh,
the vendors.
vendors.
Yeah, we're trying to grow.
Yeah,
vendors. Yes, sir.
As well as sponsors.
Yeah.
Okay, so how can someone become a vendor, and what role would they play?
They can show up, or if they want a place reserved, they can call any one of the members.
Okay.
Committee members. Same numbers we gave you before.
Okay.
And so we will make sure that they have a place reserved where they can set up, make sure that everything, of course, is appropriate. And there, as of now, there's no fee.
Okay.
But they need to get the call in early because as of last year, it started building more and more, and vendors are welcome. And also, even though the committee, we have one designated person to make the t-shirts for the committee and for the parade goers. Other vendors, they would like to have t-shirts there at the thing. They're more than welcome to bring their designs and sell them.
Okay, so anyone who wants to set up a booth table, you need to get in touch with Reverend Scales or someone from the MLK parade committee.
That's right.
They have a Facebook page, and I just want to make sure it's called the KLEK County MLK Junior Parade on Facebook. And there's an option to leave a message, and I'm sure someone will get back with you in a short amount of time. If you didn't catch the phone numbers.
That's exactly right. Or they can hit my page on Facebook.
Or go to Ray Scale. It's just Ray Scales on Facebook.
That's right.
You can
give them Kanisha's number because her number, it's public.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
It is 623, 1951, isn't it? It is 870-623-1951, I think. That's Kanisha Ross, and she's also a chair. And you're all around the go person, and very good at what she does.
Okay, 623-1951.
1951.
All right, so between Kanisha and Reverend or Dr. Ray Scales, you will be able to get in touch with the right people that you need in order to make a donation, sign up for volunteer work, or to set up a booth if you are a vendor, or would just like to give out some information about your organization.
And of course, it would be good for all of the nonprofits in the community to have a place where there will be an audience that can learn more about the services that you offer to the community. So it's definitely something that definitely encourage, especially the nonprofits, to also participate in as well.
So I know that I'm going to be putting some bugs in people's ears, people who have said they want to do more, people that we've interviewed. I'm going to start making some phone calls and text messages. Okay, this is your opportunity to show the community who you really are, because this is just one platform.
That's right.
For people to get to know them.
That's right. That's right.
They got to get their face out there in the community as well if they want others to get to know more about them. So I'm hoping that there's a lot. I hope this year exceeds your goals and expectations.
So do I.
All right.
So do I.
We're going to get ready to take a quick break. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We are speaking with Reverend Dr. Ray Scales from the MLK Junior Parade Committee. Please do not go away. We have more to come.
This is KLEK 102.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. If you have the itch for entrepreneurship and you believe you're ready to quit your day job, you are far from alone. Here are some steps to take as soon as you even think you want to make that move. Keep your day job for as long as you can. First, the savings you need to fund your business will be drawn from your current income. Second, if you have health insurance and other benefits from your job, you want to keep them as long as you can until you can afford them through your business. Call your credit providers and try to get your interest rates lowered. Get rid of your car note by selling your new car and buying a reliable, less expensive used one. Your goal is to free up money that can be used to support your business while improving your credit scores, which will help you if you need to pursue credit or loans for your business down the road. Check out my Grown Love and Money post at grownzone.com. For more information or for past shows, go to aurn.com. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to uncompromising commitment to communities, service, leadership, empowerment. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Support for KLEK is brought to you by
Tax Time is here at Car Today, the original buy here, pay here dealer. New Car Today General Manager Sean Corns.
With new inventory available daily, whatever you're looking for, we've got it.
Located on Stadium Boulevard just south of the 63 bypass, Tax Time is the time to drive at Car Today. Car Today.
Experience the joy with Bishop Adrian R. Rogers of Fullness of Joy Church, 3307 Ray Street, Jonesboro, Arkansas, 72401.
Did you know KLEK has a brand new streaming app? That's right, you can listen to KLEK 102.5 FM anywhere in the world. The app is available for all Android phones and tablets, as well as iPhones and iPads. Just search your app store for KLEK and download the KLEK app for free today. And don't miss a beat of the education, entertainment, and empowerment on KLEK 102.5 FM.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations. I hope that you have been enjoying this conversation as much as I have. We are speaking with Reverend Dr. Ray Scales. He is on the MLK Junior Parade Committee, also the pastor of New Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church here in Jonesboro, which we didn't talk much about that, even though he's not here in pastor capacity. But we still want to highlight and recognize that aspect of, what he does. So in these last segments, let's talk about New Mount Zion. Since that is where the parade started, at New Mount Zion, and you're the pastor. And so let's talk about, how long have you been pastoring, and how long has New Mount Zion been where it is? And I'll put you on the spot again.
We've been pastoring since 1978.
Okay.
Right after I was called to the ministry. We pastored in Walnut Ridge, Arkansas for 9 years at First Baptist on Hazel Street.
Okay.
We pastored there for 9 years. And when we left there, we took 2 years to erect the building that we're in now. And we've been there since 1989. Okay. The building been there since 1989, and we never stopped pastoring, even though we were working to raise money to build the building that we have now. It's been most rewarding. I love the ministry, and I love that ministry, and I love what God has done for and to New Mount Zion, the growth, and the many people that's there, and the ones that have come through, and the ones that have gone on. We've seen great things. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of like looking at the things, looking at what you've done in life. And it is, I think we've done great. I'm very thankful to God, and I'm very pleased. And I thank God for the people that He's allowed me to work with and for. And that I look forward to a bright future. I was looking around yesterday when the children was doing the Christmas program. And I said, oh God, we got another whole crop here, and this is God, and the crop that we raise, they're training these children. Yep. And so the thing, I was sitting back listening, because we only like professionalism. We like everything to be the very, well, you know us, the very best that we can get it, because God deserves the best. And so they were saying too. But what I don't like is they were saying, Reverend Scales gonna be mad, because I'm not gonna be mad they make a mistake. Perhaps when I was younger, we got to give God the best, but that's a good thing. Yes, it is. And I would notice the children, somebody even videotaped, so I went back and I looked at it again, I said, they did a great job. So I can look back on my life and say, God has really used me in a very good way, and I'm thankful for it. But I will work until God called me home. Okay. But it would be nice now to sit back a little bit and just kind of observe, but I'm not going to sit down on my own.
That's right.
I'm going to continue to do what God wants me to do. But I don't have the energies that I used to have some years back, but I'm still grateful to God. And He bring others into the ministry to carry on. But that's my baby, Yeah. That's my baby. So you got somebody that's holding my baby, so I'm looking like, you better not drop it. You better not drop it. And so I'm a little reluctant about that, but I'm getting better. It's the same way with MLK. I'm getting better where I believe that everything will be okay.
It is.
Yeah, I believe that.
You got some of the right people in the right places.
Yes.
You're grooming them, and if they have not learned anything from you, they need to go back to class.
You made one mistake.
I'm
you
sorry.
said that I grew them condition. No, I did not.
Okay.
No, when we get home, when Kanisha was younger, because she's a grown woman, married, we got our own family now, but we didn't necessarily train her.
Okay.
But she was just part of the pack.
Okay.
And so that is her own gift. She saw what she liked. And a couple of months ago, she told me, she said, I love this.
Okay.
And so I'm looking like, you do? She go, I love this. She said, this is so great. And that meant so much to me, because we never said, well, you got to do this, or you got to do this, or you got to do this, or you got to do. The only thing that we did, we got her as much education that we could pay for, and to get their voice trained. And we believe in that, because God has given us some great singers. And so we made sure that everybody's voices were trained.
That's right.
And so now you see all these great singers, throughout. They're not the only one.
Yeah.
But we made sure that these that was in this ministry got these voice training, this music training, and even when it came to speaking and performing,
That's
I have a minor in drama. So
Okay.
so we want to make sure that you're doing the very best that you can do whenever you do it. And it's for the Lord. And so I'm just thankful for that. And this is carrying over into MLK because they know that hey, we can't just present any little thing.
That's right.
It got to be the best that we can do.
That's right.
And speaking of MLK, as we get ready to wind down the show, Dr. Skills, just want you to kind of give a recap of what people can expect next year for the 27 parade, provide any contact information once again about vendors and sponsorships and anything else that we did not cover.
All vendors, please come and set up. You're welcome. Let us know in advance. We have a place available for you. And would-be participant, give us a call, not to worry about anything. And one thing, purchase a t-shirt. Purchase a t-shirt because we are recognizing the Red Wolves this year. So we are hoping that the committee select red t-shirts with white with the design on them somehow. Because we're here in Jonesboro in this great city, we got this great university here, and so come on out, but help us celebrate our 15th anniversary. We're moving forward. We will not stop. We'll go on where we need to go. I wish I had brought the theme because it's too long to remember.
Okay.
But I know that the last part says, "What have you done for others?"
Okay.
So we want to do things for others this year, and we got people set up too to visit the nursing home to see what at least give them a call to see what we can do. And there are other things in the community that we will be doing this year that's different. And they don't want me to spill the beans to everything because they will be coming out in memos and so forth.
Okay.
But we need your participant. We want 100 singers. We want at least 2,500 marchers to come and be with us and enjoy this 15th anniversary, and we'll give you a piece of cake.
All right, and don't forget about the youth celebration.
That's right.
The Sunday before the
That's
march.
right.
We definitely want to show out in a big way for the kids and let them know that we support and love them as well.
All right, we certainly thank you, Dr. Ray Scales, for stopping by the studio today. And, of course, just listen to KLEK as we get more information in. We will pass the information on to you as well as any flyers. We'll have them posted on our social media as well. And, of course, to all the people in the community, we definitely just want you to come out, march in the parade, or even if you can't march, just stand on the side of the road and wave at everybody as they march by. And let's just make this a big event to where the community can come together. We're going to go ahead and leave it there. May God bless each and every one of you. You guys have a great day. This is Community Conversations, and this is KLEK 102.5 FM.